Okay, so we are here and we're doing our walkthrough of our new features. So we have created a new event just then. So what I decided to do was revamp the assets page to render via JSON. So what you get when you request the assets page is big bunch of JSON. So now if you request the assets index here, you get JSON. You also can get JSON in groups. Before I had them grouped up here, you could have like a drop down like this, where you could look at all each kind. So you could look at just a page with just projectors on it. But now what comes back is actually an object. That's not the right object, but now what comes back is an object. And so what I do is I run the divvying function on it. I don't know if it's an official term or not. So we divvy the assets up here. We sort it. We don't sort it. We parse it out basically. We get the response and we divvy all the assets up by the response. And so you look at this particular in the response there are multiple assets, 17 of them here in my seeds file. For each asset it comes in and you basically make a list item out of it, and then you look for the particular unordered list. So each of these is in a div with an unordered list in it. Let's see if we can pull that up. Where would that be? Use assets. No, that would be indexing. Yeah. So here we have all the different unordered lists that are in there. So basically it just puts them in the appropriate thing. So that way the next time the IT guy adds an asset, he doesn't have to change all these different views for it. So the JSON comes back, and it actually also, I had a problem with turbo links, so I couldn't actually do both of these at the same time. I was trying to attach listeners to each one because each one gets turned into a model down here, right here. So down here I created an asset model in the JavaScript, so that way we can create a new asset object, and so that way then we set its click function to state the facts about that object. So the reason, typically, at least in my style anyway, those would be done in the same function just to keep this ajax call nice and pretty. But I had to do it in two because of the weird jQuery thing. This is in my blog post is the details. But when you click on that one LI there, it says, "Hi, my name is the JBLs. I'm a speaker and I have 0 registered events." So then you could look at the metal folding chairs. It has 3 registered events. I don't know why my events isn't looking in there. I have 3. Oh, that's in my tab new. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, so you can see that comes back by JSON. Also, when you look at the events page, that's still normal, even though I could make that into JSON if you want. The event registration is now by JSON. So we hijack the create, the submit button here, and we hijack that, and then you can't actually see it because it's hidden. What we do is way down here, yes, so here we have the form, so we're hijacking it, prevent the default, and then so then we're going to send it via post, and then so then we set, then here we hide the form. So as soon as you get back success, you're going to hide the form, and then you're going to remove the class of hidden from the event div. So let's take a look at that. So in the event form, we have all these different fields up here, the date picker and the kind and all that stuff, and then you have your buttons right here. But then you have an event div down here so that you can display what comes back. So in the JavaScript, and I copied this. Well, I copied it and altered it obviously from the show page, so it looks like that. But this is each of these different pieces of that event div getting set. So we're going to hide the form, we're going to unhide the event div, and then we're going to set all those pieces to the response, to the event response. Now, once again, this event is different from this event, even though they're both colored the same. It's very confusing because the event, this event here is the event of the form being submitted. the click event or the whatever event that is. So then you're preventing the default, but then when you get back this response, it has an event in JSON built in. So I know that's kind of confusing, but that's unavoidable for how my domain is. I gotta go fast. So enjoy, play around with it, and I'll see you at the review.